the
Yeah, man.
best opportunity of my life. The
Your film
fact
must
that
be blowing
they
up,
got to
no?
play my song in the documentary.
Oh,
They
yeah.
put me in the documentary
Oh, yeah.
in two different scenes. Me and my brother. Shout out Sandro G2, my little brother.
Yeah.
Beast, boxing machine. Me and my dad always, on top of him for him to be hard and sharp, when it comes to being in the ring. We want him to be the next Tyson. We call him Baby Tyson in the crib because he's nasty with
Hold on. Hold on a sec. That's good stuff. Hold on a sec. So how long was the whole production there with you guys for?
it. They Santa Clara came over here with the
Yeah.
trophy from Liga after they
Yeah.
won. They were champions. They came out
Yeah.
here to celebrate with my dad since he's the ambassador. I
Yeah.
was with him. We had a good time. We went out to eat to Alliance in New Bedford. Shout out Alliance in New Bedford. It was a great time. At while we were celebrating the trophy with Santa Clara, Netflix and João Marques and Duarte Cor from Portugal, they came out here. They flew out here and they had all bunch of cameras. They were recording us from every type of. They basically recorded my dad's day in the life. You know what I'm saying? They were
Yeah.
recording
Yeah.
everything my dad's do, from being in the farm, being in the studio, being in a boxing ring. This is what we do. We do boxing, we do music, we do concrete, we do everything, bro. We just cultured. We just love the sport. We love the
That's
music.
good. I was
We
gonna
just want
ask
to be the
you.
best.
That's good. I was gonna ask you because aside from this rap game that you're getting into, so you are working too. You're in like you're getting your hands there. You're going after it. You have a work discipline in you. Good for you, bro.
A hundred
That's
percent, bro. I work 6 days a week. My dad has a business. My sister is the boss of the business.
nice.
She's the manager. My stepmom, she's the boss. My dad is the boss as well. We have a business. We work construction. We just a family of hustlers. This is what we do. We just like to make money. You know, this is what we do with our life.
So when you were rapping and when you were still in RDP, you were rapping there. But when you came to the US, like it became more of a reality that you were gonna rap too, right?
100%, brother. See, I used to rap out there in the Azores. I had to
Yeah.
count euros, the coins,
Yeah.
the euros, moedas
Yeah.
de euros. I tinha que contar as moedas to make sure I had
Oh yeah.
enough to the studio session and
Oh
enough to
yeah.
the bus to make it back home. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying? When I came out here, it was just a different life. My dad was like, "Yo, you got talent. I don't want to waste your time. Let's go to the studio." I went to the studio immediately. I started recording, whatever, and then after that, you know, I got into some trouble. You know, I try. It's just what it is, brother.
Yo, did you?
We live and we learn, and
For
after I
sure.
got into some trouble, my dad tried to put me in the right track. Focus on school, focus on work,
Yeah,
and
man.
so I kind of let the music. I put
Yeah.
the music to the side for a little bit, for like 2 3 years. But when I
Yeah.
went to RDP last year in 2024 in August, I felt so much love from the people out there when they were rapping my songs and my lyrics word for word. They were screaming, they were asking for t-shirts, for hats, for pictures. I felt so much love on the stage that when I got back to the States in September, I felt so much love. I just started recording so many songs. And then that's when I contacted my boy MK Nocivo, my boy George, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm trying to shoot some videos. How
Yeah.
about I buy your flight, you stay in my crib for like 2 weeks and we make some history. We make like 5 6 videos. And
Oh, so he
when he
stayed two
came
weeks with
out
you
here,
guys, eh?
yeah. Nah, before when I was 19, I had my own apartment. I used to live by myself. I had my
Yeah.
own crib. Yeah, I had my own crib for like 2 years, and then before I moved into my dad's crib, I had my own crib, and that's where Copper stood. He stood in my
Yeah.
gaming.
Yeah.
I had a little gaming room with my PlayStation and where I had my little studio, my music set up. And he lived over there for 2 weeks. And me and him, we got close. We shot 7 videos. We went to New York. We went to
Wow.
Boston. We went to Jersey. We went all over Rhode Island, all over Massachusetts.
Yeah.
We lived good. He tried a bunch of new food. I gave him a bunch of clothes. You know what
Was
I'm saying?
that?
I paid for his flight.
Oh
We
yeah.
just had a good time, brother.
He
And
took
he,
care of
he
you.
shot all them videos for me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Out
He
of
took
out
care of
of
you.
out of his heart. I took care of him. He took care of me, and it is
Yeah,
what
man.
it is.
That's beautiful.